Hey guys, well, I'm doing a live right now because I don't feel like recording a video and then posting it and stuff. So I really wanted to talk about when women usually come to these groups and they're asking for advice on losing weight. First of all, this is people that are not happy with the way that they look, and that is okay. Please don't come into comments saying that it's okay and that they should love themselves the way that they are, because obviously they're not happy with the way that they look, and that is fine. That is fine. If somebody's miserable with the way that they look, do help them change, unless the change is going to be an unhealthy one. So if somebody
wants to better themselves, don't freaking give them negative. You know, so if somebody's overweight because whatever reasons they got there, because I've been there, everybody's been there, overweight, and their health is catching up to them, and they're tired, and they feel like crap, and they hate the way they look. Don't go, oh, I love you the way you are. That's not going to help their situation, because they themselves are not into the way they feel. They want to change their ways. They want to get healthier. They want to feel better. Then that's a different story. There's some people that are overweight or thick or whatever, and they love it. Hey man, more power to them, dude. If you love looking like that and that makes you feel good, do it. But if somebody's coming in a different angle, talking about, I'm just not happy with myself, then motivate them to fucking change their ways. Help them. Don't tell them they're fine the way they are. Maybe that's you, because you hate the way you look. You're telling them you want somebody else to be just as fucked as you are. But anyway, I digress.
When I was super overweight, or if I'm not happy with, like, fat hanging off of me, if somebody tells me you look fine, you look good, you should be happy, no, stop, shut up, shut the fuck up, don't tell me that. I want to change something, so help me fucking change it. That is the bottom line. How can you change somebody when it comes to spells? I do have a video like this on YouTube, but I'm gonna touch upon it real quick. The only thing you can work on is, first of all, to stop hating yourself for looking that way. It's okay to not be happy with how you look like, but don't hate yourself for looking the way that you look. That's one. So self-love is very important. And then work on willpower, work on your focus, work on your determination, work on having the energy to do something about it. And the simple way that you can do this is
focus on the end result.
Right.
You focus on what you want to look like. Put a picture of your goal of somebody else that has, like, whatever your goal is, and just look at that focus every morning. Look at that picture every morning. That way you can focus in and say, that's what I want. Get your mind primed to start working, to actually motivate you to start reaching them goals. And never, ever, ever, ever think that it's impossible, because trust me, it's not impossible. The only thing that's going to make it impossible is you. If, say, you put up a roadblock, or you give yourself 4,000 fucking excuses why I can't do it. Because that's all bullshit. One thing I know for a fact, it's the biggest bullshit I've ever heard in my life is when somebody says, oh, I can't because of this, and I can't because of that, I can't because of this. And a perfect example is I have a very close family member. I'll just say it. I had a sibling that used to be shredded beyond belief. Like, her fucking body fat was low. She had abs growing up. And then she ran into this right after she had a child, and she got obese. When I say obese, 5'3", fucking 250 pounds. And she had 1,000 reasons why she couldn't lose the weight. And she ended up getting a surgery to help her lose the weight. What does the surgery do? Well, the surgery makes you feel full and you can't eat as much. Therefore, you're lowering your freaking calories. It's the damn same thing as if you just start dieting correctly and you stop eating, and you start eating, less calorically dense foods. So what's the difference? The only way she was going to lose the weight was by getting a surgery? No, she just had to focus her mind, but she couldn't handle the fact that she liked to have that stuffed feeling, or she wanted to keep on eating, cupcakes or whatever it was that was making her feel better about herself, that it was releasing the dopamine in her brain to make her feel good. Technically, it was because of other reasons. Majority of the time, it's probably painkillers or something. They're searching for that little rush that they're trying to get. And that's where people say you don't understand what I'm going through. No, I do understand, because I've been there, and so many other people have been there. So, if somebody's out there trying to get themselves, better themselves, encourage them. And then use them as they start doing it. Tell them, you're encouraging me. And it's like a big, and I always tell people, they're saying, you're doing awesome, man. I wish I could do it. I'm like, you can do it too. Let's motivate each other. You know what I mean?
it's a touchy subject because both of us have been fat, both of us have been feeling depressed over it, both of us have been lacking motivation about changing ourselves, and you can do the same shit too. There's no excuse why not to. But on a spiritual level, as I was saying, you can work on your willpower, you can work on your focus, you can work with these red things and start moving around a little bit.
You don't need to do cardio.
No, you don't need to do
walk 20 minutes a day. Just go for a little walk. You're going to burn more calories going for a walk around your subdivision or around your apartment complex for 20 minutes than you ever will on a cardio machine. Steady state cardio burns the most calories. Anybody will tell you that in the bodybuilding scene. Go for a walk. Look at nature. Go to the river. Walk up and down the river. Do the spiritual things that you're supposed to be doing anyway. Trust me, that in itself, not only are you going to forget about eating because you're going to be going for a walk, you're going to be busy, but by the time you get home, you're going to feel happier about having that meal. And that doesn't mean go have a slice of cake. And then things like that. Also, don't think you can never eat a piece of cake or ice cream. Just save it maybe once a week. Just say, I've been feeding this all week. Trust me, because by the time that day comes, it'll be the best cake you ever had in your life. Because if you eat it every day, and I say cake is the easiest thing for people to understand. You eat every day, eventually it's going to be like eating a taco. It's just, everything's the same. You know, you're going to enjoy something more when it's like, you know, if you've been trying to be with a person forever and you want to do the hokey poke with that person, if you get it right away, it kind of lacks luster. But if you waited, it's like fireworks go off when it finally happens. Think about it that way. I digress. Again.
He said hokey poke, man. But yes. Start moving around, plant some flowers, dance at home, you know, do something. And then work with red candles, work with any herbs that deal with victory, that deal with anything that is masculine. Like angelica root, like cinnamon can be very masculine because it deals with power. Ginseng is good because also it deals with power. So work with those on a spiritual level to help you with the willpower and the determination. But keep in mind that you still need to do it yourself as well. And don't be doing no spells to banish your appetite. Because I read this in a different group. Banishing your appetite is the worst thing that you can be doing if it even works. You know?
Well, think about it this way. People that are trying not to eat, this is the truth. If you start starving yourself, your body's going to go into phantom. What's going to end up going on is your basal metabolic rate will start to lower and lower and lower. So say for instance, as a regular person, you can handle, as a woman, you can handle 1,800 calories a day, but you start starving yourself. Well, your body naturally, that's what keeps us alive, is going to slow down. The metabolism itself is going to slow down to the point to where it's going to handle those little bit of calories that you're eating. So what ends up happening, yeah, you're going to lose initially some weight, but as soon as you start eating normal or upping your calories again, guess what? You're going to get fatter faster. People don't realize you have to eat into a diet, not pull unbelievable amounts of foods out of your diet. That's the problem with most doctors. They don't even understand the concept.
Oh, doctors have no clue.
They're not nutritionists.
Doctors are not being educated on nutrition at all in school. So
in fact, I think they only take a lesson one semester through their whole.
So if you have a doctor, ask them if they have gone to seminars and all this stuff to keep up to date when it comes to to nutrition stuff, right? So yeah, don't eat less. Don't banish your appetite. Take away your carbs. Take away your sugar. Up your protein. 99% of the people do not eat enough protein. Up your protein and keep your fats moderate. And take away all carbs and all sugar and watch what happens and add a little bit of movement.
And if you're feeding something really, really bad, like some Ben & Jerry's ice cream, and say your day off is Saturday, it's the day you spend with your family or whatever, save it for that day and then go ahead and eat your Ben & Jerry's ice cream, because a couple extra 100 calories and out of 42 meals is not going to make a difference, or 35 meals or whatever it is you eat through the week. Trust me. It's not going to hurt a single thing about the way you diet. I have cheat days what make people puke when they see me do it, so and I still lose weight. It's just being smart about what you're doing. It's what you're doing, basically, it's what you're doing consistently in anything that matters. So if you're beating yourself up every day consistently, it's only going to make it worse. if you're consistently eating well, then you can have a cheat meal and do whatever, and it's not going to hurt your diet. So whatever.
So this ended up being more mundane than spiritual, and that's okay because it's talking about weight loss. It's very physical, very mundane, and that's it from us. Bye.